90% of terrorism, men. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Ladies,
know it.
we need to step
Women-
up terrorism
Right.
game.
Yes.
Hey,
What are we doing with our lives?
I need to see more female representation in domestic terrorism. All right.
Double points, ladies. Find a bitch who you don't like, steal her clothes, and when you blow yourself up, you take out her favorite outfit with you.
My doctors are like, if you get sick, then you can't get your arthritis medication, and it's
Damn, you have like real problems?
yeah.
What the
I'm
fuck?
a real grown up.
No, well, you don't look like it.
That
Yeah.
you always tell me that. I
No,
love this.
but
Is
then
this
again-
is the only reason I
yes.
came on this podcast, so I
You-
could get
so I can
compliments.
flame, but I'm also going to flame you because you can tell if you know outfits from the late
Mm-hmm.
2000s or like the 20 teens, like Unfabulous Extra. Do you remember the show
Yes,
Unfabulous?
yes.
Yeah, Zoe 101.
Yeah.
That type. Yes.
Yeah.
And you're killing it with the style.
Thank you.
But right, yeah. I would expect like, oh, she's like 22, 23 something.
Yeah, that's
How old
what
are
I
you
get a
guys?
lot.
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah.
I'm 34. How
Fuck.
dare you forget?
Jesus
now.
Christ.
I'm
I
34,
just assume everybody's
yeah.
the same age as me, which I think is 31.
You don't know
Yeah.
your...
I had
No,
a
she
birthday
has to
recently.
ask. She has
Can
to
we
ask.
carbon date you to figure out like how old? I feel like you're a vampire with no memory at all. You've just lived for 7,000 years and it
Well,
resets.
she knows
That
her
wouldn't
birthday.
surprise
She
me.
knows she was born in 91.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
She
actually have
just
to do
forgets
the math to
how-
remember, or I
yeah.
have like I know my brother is a year older than me.
Yeah.
So normally the math I do is my brother's 32, but I started to forget that because fuck you people.
That's hard. Math.
Dude, your grip on reality is
Yeah.
slipping. It's
know.
really slipping.
No, but I take her to get her prescriptions. So I'm like, yeah, she knows her birthday.
Yeah.
She just, yeah.
You know your birthday. You just don't know whether or not Nirvana
I
was
can
touring
remember
by that
other
point.
people's birthdays. Like once I
Okay.
have them down.
All right.
Like my brother's is September 1st, 1990. My sister's is July 1st, 1983. My mom's was January 10th, 1954. My grandma's
What was her maiden name?
Yeah, what was her
Last
maiden
four of her
name?
social.
Calistro and 59. No, it was 4955.
That's for you listeners.
Hey, internet.
She's dead. You can use it. It's okay.
I bet one of your cousins is already using it.
Probably. I
Prob-
think one of my
uncles.
cousins is using mine because there's like shit that pops up.
They're using your birthday too. Like,
Wouldn't
yeah, I'm
surprise
Celia. I'm totally Celia, dude.
It's
Yeah.
weird because I'm like one of the few Celias in the family, but all my other cousins and my mom and everybody have a Maria in their name.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like the cliche.
Like my mom's Maria Teresa, then there's Maria Dolores,
Mm-hmm.
and then another Maria Teresa because why the fuck not?
Yeah. But sometimes you run into like just straight up Mari.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one? Like, okay.
I like to say Mari, short for Mariano, so I call my friend that.
I thought it was short for marinara for a little
I
bit.
don't
No,
It
not
could be.
really. But
Mari.
those are fun when they try to say a person's name, but you wouldn't expect it's hard. Like my name in Spanish for Spanish speakers is hard because of the TH. That consonant
Sit.
sound does not exist.
No.
So they say sit, which sounds like thirst in Spanish to them.
said-
So they're like,
yeah.
that's always been a joke too.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
oh, that's that thirsty little ginger over there. Yeah. But then they'll just give you nicknames that are not close. They called me
Yeah.
Canelo. I'm like, all right, I'll fucking take it. I'm like, why?
When did you? So do you shave your head
Twice a
because
week.
you're a ginger, or
Yeah,
are you going
I-
bald?
No, I'm trying to hide from the Fourth Reich, which is going to rise soon. But they're going for gingers first and then doctors.
Oh dear.
Yes, the most annoying people in society.
Yeah.
But I started shaving it about 2 years ago, and it was just pushing back. And I always had like
Yeah.
long, red, blonde, luscious hair. Ladies loved it. And being confident as a ginger took 20 years to grasp.
hard.
So I had 2 hot years while going through a breakup and then immediately started balding.
That's awful.
Yeah, so then I started shaving, just started buzzing it off twice a week. And I
Yeah.
started comedy because I didn't want to be a balding comic.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be a
So many
shaved head.
Bald gingers in fucking Arizona.
We're funny. I know. I'm sorry, but we got to get it out. I mean,
Get it out.
So you
I,
come
by
to
we,
Arizona?
No, my family came to Arizona for the gold rush, but then someone got tuberculosis and died in Phoenix, so they stayed here. And now I have to live in the desert, and I'm built for snow.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
my
not meant to
dad.
be here.
I know. You do look like you belong as an extra in the like Game of Thrones, like on the wall.
Yeah, in like some sort of incest
So
orgy,
Aryan.
I'm back there doing my thing, you know, trying to get work.
How incestuous is your
What's
guys'
up?
family?
What?
What?
How incestual is my family?
Yeah, how incest.
I'd say out of 10, solid 4. No, no, not at all.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. My.
No.
I mean, like I used to do genealogy, but I don't know that
Yeah.
much about it.
No,
Are you
that,
talking like immediate
fucked.
family that you've known and met in your lifetime? That
I mean, I've showered with my brother, so I mean,
I mean, who hasn't?
yeah.
Everybody has.
Yeah, but I washed him in his sleep.
In his sleep,
And by shower,
Duggar style.
Duggar style?
Duggar style. The
18 kids and-
18 and counting. Yeah, the oldest brother got popped for doing something
For sleep popping.
One of his they were literally
my
asleep.
God.
Yeah.
But what if you just said, hey, I was sleepwalking?
I don't know. He fessed up. It's like it's always
not-
the religious type
Does not
that,
hold up in court?
that like after a while it's like the guilt just gets you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I bet it does. So, Celia, how do you feel about that? Would you even have one kid?
Me?
Yeah.
I always wanted to adopt kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so
Like-
nice.
What would you
Well-
name them? Do you get to rename a kid if they're like 7?
I don't think so, but I'd ask them if they wanted to change their name to something. But like, it's a kid, so it's like I want to be Cal. Like, I
Frankenstein.
respect the shit out
Oh,
of you.
yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
Frankenstein. Name
like
your kid
on,
Frankenstein.
what is that movie? What?
I'm gonna specifically adopt children who have ADD so I can snort their pills.
Nice. Okay.
I-
Oh, well, we lost another bottle of their meds.
Oh no! What happened?
You're not gonna believe this,
Darn.
but they keep trying to flush them down the toilet.
They're just always flushing their ADHD medication.
Yep.
God,
So
that's a
don't
real
let-
problem. Yeah.
Yep. Such a
Mommy
problem.
needs her morning powder. They
Mommy
should
needs
get.
to powder her nose.
I want to make a shirt that instead of but first coffee or like one of those things like
Yeah.
don't even talk to me before I have my coffee, but it says like I'm a bitch before Xanax or something like
That's
that.
so perfect.
I'm a real.
That would be that. Yeah, that'd be a perfect shirt.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Would you wear it? Because the problem with a lot of people's
Um,
merch is that it's a ridiculous reference that no
Yeah.
one gets, and you can't wear it in public because it's
Yeah.
like fart in my face. That light's going out. That's not a
Okay.
spirit calling to us.
That's
Thought
not
we were
like
getting
you
the
have
light
1
already.
minute.
It's all like, are we not being engaging?
Is this
That'd be
like,
funny if I had a
what a fucking
producer in
ghost.
the other room who's just like,
Yeah.
not
it
like
winks every
this.
time we're not supposed to say
Yeah.
something.
like the taboo,
Would
the
you-
buzzer from the board game?
taboo? Huh?
I guess it's not a board game. The game Taboo.
I want
Where you're like supposed to
where
make
you gotta
people guess the word.
but you can't use certain
Yeah.
words. I want to fucking play that now.
I love that game.
I love that game so
All right.
much.
Guess this word. They're 20% of the population, but commit 80%. I'm kidding. That's
Men. No.
men. Yeah. I mean, you could make that work in any way. So,
Yeah.
but yes, men. 90% of terrorism. Men. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Ladies,
know it.
we need to step
Women-
our terrorism
Right.
game.
Yes.
Hey,
what
hey,
are we doing with our lives?
I need to see more female representation in domestic terrorism. All right, guys.
for reals.
Where are the female school shooters?
Yeah.
Where
and
are
double points, ladies. Find a bitch who you don't like, steal her clothes, and when you blow yourself up, you take out her favorite outfit with you.
Oh, that is cruel. That is cruel.
That is so petty. That is the
Super
most petty
petty.
thing ever.
Women are petty. I thought we were pushing them to be terrorists.
I thought suicide. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. We really have been lately.
yeah.
Like saying like, oh no, it's your body, but it's not your choice. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is my
Oh my
choice.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Have you guys seen the Zaya Flex commercials?
No. what is
Zyaflex?
that?
No, what's that?
All
Is
right.
that like a workout machine?
No, it is a pill that's supposed to help men cure their bendy dicks if their dicks are too bendy.
Oh, like for Peronis.
Yeah, for Peronis, but like
But
the
the
way
guy
it
takes
sounds. Yeah. But it's like an injection in the finger or something. But I was like reading all the side effects.
Which
it's all
finger?
Like, I think it's one of the, I don't know. I didn't read that. Like it didn't say.
The dick finger.
Yeah, I
But
was
the
gonna
commercial is fucking hilarious.
Why? Why? What's the commercial like?
Because it's like a whole bunch of straight carrots and then there's a bent carrot.
Say, oh,
I've seen that. Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen it yet.
But like everything about it made me laugh because it's just like, oh my God, this is like every makeup commercial. It's like, do you have flaws?
yeah,
Yeah,
Like, but that's how it started off for women. So it's like evolving.
yeah,
it is. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're learning.
They're dick shaming men.
Yes,
Yes.
Not like just the level of it. It's all like,
Yeah.
does your dick bend?
I gotta say, I defend curvy boys. All right.
Curvy
I get it
boy.
too.
Hey, curvy boys, rise up. All right.
Yeah.
Curvy clan. What? With a C,
with
not
a
a K.
C.
It's not a K clan.
Kurvy.
Crane your necks.
Yeah, but a little bit of curve never hurt someone. If anything, sometimes it helps.
I
And it-
prefer a
yes,
curve. That's
yes.
like, that's why I was cracking up about it too. It's like, I like a curve.
This isn't a flaw.
But like it briefly mentions if there's like pain in there, but it's like if your dick
Yeah.
bends more than 30%, then this might be the right medication for you.
Who's taking out a compass
How
and
do
being like,
you-
how many degrees
Right.
is my penis bending
Yeah.
today? I'm not that focused on it. Yeah.
But I feel like if it was, you
If
said
it hurts.
30%.
Yeah,
If
30%.
it was that much, you'd like notice.
Yeah.
You're like,
So it's 100% just straight up omelet style?
I guess.
Is that just yeah?
well, that's like
what would that be?
that's like oh yeah, like folding in over itself.
Yeah, it's just straight
It'd be
up.
like 100. What is that? 180,
Yeah,
right?
that's a
I
supplementary
guess
angle.
it's not. It's 30%. Is it 30% or 30 degrees?
You know what, guys? Let's bring in a guest to
So
settle
much
this
math.
once and for all.
Okay.
No.
Like,
who do you think has over 30% bend that we know? Maybe you know.
Hold on, let me think about this. I know people.
Oh, you just straight up know.
I mean,
Expose them.
she's like, yeah.
No, like everybody
No,
has the
little
appropriate curve. Most of them in
black
straight as
book.
swords.
How? Yeah, I don't get straight dick guys. All right, and straight guys, I'm not calling you out specifically, but I mean, like, what's your deal, guys? What are they? How do they function? It's just
Yeah.
straight.
It's just straight.
That's so weird to me.
Works
That
better
makes
for
no sense.
anal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Oh my God, I miss anal so much.
Oh, what happened?
I think I have hemorrhoids or something. Like I don't know, but it's like,
That's how they stop the artist,
yeah, it's like I don't know. They can't clear the rim.
dude. Dude. The label's holding me back. They won't let
Yeah.
me do anal. All
Yeah.
right.
That's tough.
That
Them's
is
the
tough.
breaks.
Only
Them's the
thing tearing
break.
through my ass these days is the toilet paper I steal from the gas station down the street.
That's less than a ply, I imagine. That's like
Yeah.
0.75
Negative
ply.
ply.
Yeah, that's -2 ply.
Circle
Air.
K.
Yeah. It's the ghetto one. There's like we have to specify like there on the way to her home it's the ghetto one, on the way to the freeway it's the nice one.
Yeah, the nice one is
We go to both
it's
equally.
Like a Mexican standoff between a QT and a Circle K. They're looking directly at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like another block, there's my shitty Circle K.
Hell yeah. And that's home base.
Yeah, where all the tweakers.
Do you get
used to
any
live.
any of the roller taquitos?
They never have them when I'm
I
there.
haven't lately.
Oh, okay.
I've been getting coupons for like free hot dogs though.
Oh, and that's big for you. You're in your 30s. So a coupon, that's date
Have
night.
a coupon and it's electronic. It's
Oh,
no
did some high school
clipping
shit the other day.
required.
Wait, what?
Sorry. You
What'd
guys
you
said
do?
hot dogs.
Oh,
I cut up hot dogs and I cut them up and I just nuked them.
I imagine you cut them with scissors. Is that correct?
No, I like.
Damn it. That would be way
I
funnier.
can't remember the last time I cut.
But also, I was
hot
just dunking
dog.
them into like various sauces.
Oh, like nugget style. Yeah.
Wow.
A sauce palette.
So, okay. You should make TikTok cooking videos that are just depression.
Yeah,
of
struggle
60 minutes of
meals.
struggle
You
meals.
really think that's the most depressing thing I've ever ate? I used to make Dorito sandwiches, which is exactly what it
Nice.
fucking sounds like.
It's
You just
no
have
mayo.
sleep for dinner.
It's just fucking 2 pieces of bread with Doritos crunched in between the middle.
Is it soft bread or toasted bread?
Soft bread.
Oh, so that's the
You
texture
got
thing.
the
Yeah.
both. And
Did you
the-
ever dip it into milk?
Milk? No.
Are you a milk person?
I am, but I don't like. It's weird because I like to put milk in my tea,
Okay.
and I like to dunk Oreos, but I really don't. Fuck it.
Yeah, is that how is that?
I love it.
How you guys like that?
I love
He's
it.
taking cats outside, and we got a song for it.
That's the best.
Real wholesome around here.
Yeah, we're talking about milk.
No one ever argues on Thanksgiving.
Nothing like
What are you
that
talking
would
about?
ever happen in my household.
Yeah.
My mom
No.
used to fucking verbally abuse the cat and say psychological shit to it. And I think the cat understood.
Like what's a
Cats,
real weird one
They're so perceptive.
that she got him with?
She's like, oh, okay, so you can lick your own ass. Wait, something about licking her own asshole.
I love how you just sit up for that.
I'm in the zone, dude. Auto
Oh,
zone.
she kept meowing and oh, that's what my mom. Okay. So the cat would stop meowing because she was in heat. She's like, oh, it's all like, I'm horny too. See, I'm horny. I'm horny. See, nobody fucking cares.
Your mom is insane.
That's the best.
But it gets
The best.
because she ends up with quit shitting on my stove, you fucking puta.
Oh my gosh.
No, cats are fucking menaces.
They are.
Oh my god, my mom hated like like she liked hamsters and like stuff, but she had this thing about she kept finding dead things, mostly people, but like some animals.
Oh, is she one of those people who just happens to run across dead bodies throughout her life?
Yes,
A lot.
a lot, and
crazy.
and like 4 of her 5 husbands died.
Okay.
Is
No,
that
that's
well, like what's the common denominator?
I think I have a game
here?
theory. You guys,
Yeah,
all right.
but, like the first dead body was like, oh, actually, my mom could have been a serial killer. She did disappear for weeks on end. Just assumed she was fucking.
Wow.
Jesus.
Are we actually
We're
putting
like,
this
this is
together,
like
or is
the-
this a bit right now?
Like
Are
Inception.
4 out of 5 of them dead.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
that's
they-
a crazy percentage.
But what
a
what
crazy
was
percentage.
the story of how they died?
Okay, that's a solid point. All right, so
How did
Yeah,
she
run us
say
through
they
all of it. We have an
died?
hour to fill. Let's just talk about dead motherfuckers.
all right, her first
Literally.
husband is the one
That's the
who's
name of the
still
episode, Dead
alive.
Motherfucker.
All right.
The last one's still alive?
The first one's still alive.
Oh, I don't know how he got out. Okay.
He told her she was a pig and he was leaving her for a younger woman and threw her out of the house.
And she didn't kill him?
Yeah. And also, like,
That shows restraint.
what you need to know about this man, my mom's first husband, is she married him when she was 17. He was 37. And a widower with
Okay.
5 children.
He's older. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Any kids between those two?
My sister, Sarah. And, like, he had 5 kids before, so we all count each other as siblings.
Yeah. That's tight.
And then it gets more convoluted. We count each other as siblings, but we treat each other like fucking shit. But all right. Then her second husband, not to be confused with John Carpenter. His name was Joseph Carpenter.
Okay.
Oh.
He was a lawyer.
All right.
They got married. This was like in between a couple of like my mom fucking a whole bunch of dudes, but she meets him. They get married right away, and she normally doesn't tell people when she gets married. It's just like a surprise.
Surprise!
But
Buy me presents.
yeah, they had my sister Sarah and like Joe, like he lived in New York and he was moving to Flagstaff. 3 days after they were married, he got hit by a truck in New York and died.
She wasn't there.
She wasn't there. She was in
Allegedly.
Flagstaff.
She has East Coast connections.
Probably. Also, actually, she told me this. Like, I don't know if she was there or not. She could have pushed him in front of the fucking truck.
Yeah.
And and then like how
Wow.
many other people can confirm if it was like
You
surprise
know-
I got married, oh, and he's dead. now.
Wow.
And it was 3 days after they got married.
Yeah.
That life insurance policy, though.
He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer?
That was like one of the few, like, dude. She somehow like met these guys. We'll get into that next. But
Dude, you are writing a script right now. Let's
Yes,
go.
that's amazing.
Fuck yes.
This is gonna take you to the
Yeah,
the
this is
however
how we-
many watchtowers.
Yes.
Right, and my sister is 7 at this point, and who walks in? Husband number 3, my dad. And he has my brother first, and then they have me, and a whole bunch of shit. They like cheated on each other constantly, whatever. And then my dad moves to North Carolina to get clean, or no, South Carolina, but he moved away. So like I had my eyes on her for this one, unless she still has connections.
You were watching The Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she told us that it's all like, okay, your dad got really sick with pneumonia and he's in the hospital, and like the pneumonia is what took him out, but there's like 7 causes of death on there because my dad started drinking when he was 9. He's
Okay.
been smoking about just as long. Then he got introduced to cocaine and like meth and all this other
And
stuff.
introduced your mom.
The last one was Pillow in the hospital. Pneumonia.
Okay.
Like, I know my
Wow.
dad swung at us. He rarely swung at my mom, and it's because that bitch fought back. And, like, she worked in a bakery for, like, 10, 15 years. So, just from, like, kneading bread, she just had this fucking,
I imagine, or just like lifting bags of flat. I think of like Peter Malark from Hunger Games,
right?
Like just throwing the bags of flour, whatever.
Oh my god.
did.
So, okay, that's your dad.
Okay, that's my dad, and we get a call. Yeah, Missy Poppy.
All right, Pizzles.
Yeah, what he said. La gringo que dice. Just kidding. No, he spoke English really well. He understood English, and he could read and write it, like, really well. But, like, he had a thick fucking accent. Though he did more than attempted murders. Yeah, my mom has follow through, though.
Jesus Christ.
But, yeah, so he dies. He's in North Carolina. Like, his family's there. Like, because he moved in with his sister, my tia Tere, and her husband, Luis. And, yeah, no, he was in the hospital and he died. And then they flew his body from Mexico. So they can track that for sure.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
they had to
so-
pay for
and
the
those are-
transport, which cost a fuck ton of money to transport a dead body from one country to another.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet. Yeah.
He just wanted to be cremated and have his ashes spread, but like
Did they put him in coach or first
They
class?
put him across.
That'd be
the
funny if they
international
weekend at
line.
Bernie's him.
Yeah.
unrelated, you should watch the JFK thing, because like watching them like tear the front seats out of Air Force One to put the casket in and shit. Like to get JFK's body back, and you see them like struggling. It's like, don't drop it. But part of me is like, please drop the president. I want to know that
That would
fucking
be
happened.
funny. Coffin drops.
It was
Hell yeah.
you, Butterfingers.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry.
So and,
yeah, back
but
to your
these
dad
are-
sitting
you
in
have
coach.
relatives that are still living that you talk to that
They can confirm that he
Yes,
wasn't the
and
coolest
no.
guy.
side of the family.
I can double check with my tia Tere, yeah. Like, I
Okay.
can check with her, Luis. I'm not sure if you'll remember. But there was a thing where my dad slipped and broke his ribs, but how he slipped, yeah. So, like, my mom said, it's like, he got drunk and he fucking fell down. And my dad was like, that bitch pushed me.
Was it down like a flight of stairs, or
She pushed him into the tub and he fell and hit it, like, he landed, like, right where the tub part is.
Owie.
She either pushed him. Well, now I'm saying she pushed him. She's fucking.
Yeah, it's
But a
full on.
bathroom. I mean, you're
my
bound to
dad,
have
like,
all sorts
that
of.
was on brand for my
spills.
dad
Yeah.
because he did drink a lot,
Right.
and stumble about.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, so
toughie.
she definitely. I believe. You know. It's a whole he said, she said,
and-
she dead,
and
he
she's-
dead.
and
So it's like, what are we gonna
she
do
is
about
dead.
it? Both dead.
And so it's
They
like,
dead.
what are you gonna do about it now?
They gone.
They gone.
So now you get to rewrite the story, Celia.
do.
It's completely
Yes.
up to you. They could have just been working together, a little season 5 Dexter type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could have been.
And then he just
yeah.
was done. And how did she die? that?
No, well, there's still 2 more cases after this that we have
Oh,
to
that's
address.
right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay, so he died, and then she died.
Right.
That's right.
Well, 2 years later, my favorite stepdad, Jim, dies. He
Aw.
killed himself Christmas Day, we believe. We found him like after New Year's.
Oh,
That joke about my favorite stepdaddy being open-minded.
Oh,
That's a real fucking
Oh,
joke.
it was
wow.
a
Yeah.
gun. Did you see the body?
I saw the body and like they said he did it
Oh
like
my
this, but the
gosh.
bullet like what blasted
Yeah.
out came through
Yeah.
there and they like stitched it up.
For the
So it was just like
so open was it open casket? Because that's part of your bit
was
too, right?
not open casket for that.
That
They
yeah, that
cremated
is
him.
wild.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a wild one. Damn. So wait, he was there, like the body was there for 6
But my mom
days.
found the body, and she had been home for a while. But like he was in the hospital, he got out because like he had health problems. My mom just kept dating alcoholics and addicts because she tried to fix people.
So she didn't have to fix it herself.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
And
I've met a couple.
DIY.
Yeah.
Do it.
And he
Literally.
didn't do it himself. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I feel like that's an Epstein on our hands, man. That's wild.
It's tough.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
if it was in her mouth, the bullet would have gone out like through the back, wouldn't have?
I feel like you have pretty good. I don't know. Maybe you get nervous.
Unless
you
she
squeeze.
said
I
look
don't
up
know.
to the sky.
How much
or
of an
something like that.
overbite did he have?
His teeth were fucked up. I'm trying to remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is so dark.
So dark.
It's so
Very
dark.
on brand.
Yeah.
Very, very on brand.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was the shitty stepdad.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is that number 5?
Yeah, that's husband
Okay.
number 5. And technically, her and Jim weren't married. My favorite stepdad, but it was a common law marriage because they had been together.
Oh, they were together for a long, long time.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but it's
me
weird,
shift it a little bit.
like because I think it's 7 years in Arizona.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I think it's between California and us. It's the same.
but
I
she's
think in Texas,
like
it is
my
too.
dad left like a couple years before, and I guess my mom was already cheating on my dad. My mom had them lined up, but
Respect.
yeah, we thought Jim was a cop at first because he had like this NAU, like it just looked like a cop shirt. It's like, are you a cop? And he was white and had a mustache. He just looked like Super Troopers. It's like, are you a cop?
Yeah, he looked like a cop.
Yeah.
I
He
get it.
just had cop vibes, and he had a motorcycle and a plane in his, like, he was a cool stepdad. My mom didn't get shit.
cool.
Everything got left to his evil fucking daughter. Loretta Byrne, if you're listening to this,
man.
fuck you.
Fuck you. Hey, shout out, but fuck you.
Your dad was a good man, and you didn't deserve him as a daddy.
Oh my god.
I'm not even drunk.
Really? Oh well, let's get there.
This
Right.
is
So
Yeah,
the
this
shitty,
is just normal
shitty
Celia.
stepdad.
Yeah, this is just me having a second wind. I was very depressed for the past 2-3 weeks.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's where I like to get guests on, where they've really gone through it. And then they come on out of like a trauma state, and your eyes finally roll back into where your pupils should be, and you're like, "Oh,
like,
I'm on
okay.
a podcast now."
let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go. Where's my 40?
Right. Okay, so fuckface, husband number 5.
Yes.
She met this man on a bus, dude.
That's red flag number 1.
Was he the bus driver? No. Oh,
She did fuck a bus driver, though. He was married.
What state was this in? For personal reasons, I need to know.
who's this?
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay, probably wasn't my.
Uh,
like a city bus driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
I
a
see.
city bus driver in Flagstaff,
Yeah,
Arizona,
that's
Yeah.
who
tough.
can cheat on his wife. He thinks he's a Casanova player, right?
Yeah.
Like he's full on thinking he's the man.
His name was
God's
Louis.
gift to women.
His name was Louis.
I feel bad. I hope Louis' wife never watches this.
Oh, dude, I'm reaching. That's actually my first Patreon was
Louis.
Louis' wife. That was the name of her.
Okay.
Account on Patreon. It was Louis' bitch wife who got
Louis'
cheated.
wife. That's literally her handle.
Louis' old
We have no
ball and
idea what
chain.
her first name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Dumb broad
wife.
number 1. Yeah, that's her gamer tag. It's broad 1.
Okay. All right, but fuck.
Yeah.
So
The shitty guy
Yeah.
she met on a bus?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So Jim shot himself. She was depressed for 3 years. I was trying to get her to go out there. I didn't mean that for her to fuck the bus driver and bring home a homeless man. Because she brought him home for a day, and like at first I was excited. And I'm like, okay, she's getting back out there. Yeah. And then she brings home Brian, and like he's technically homeless.
Oh gosh.
And he's a meth head. We
Aside
find out
from the
later.
bus.
I love how he's technically homeless, but definitely a meth head.
Yeah.
You know, he sometimes
there's
finds
some
a
gray
place.
It took a while to find this
there.
out, and it got bad, you guys. I hired a private investigator to spy on my mom and Brian because I didn't trust what was going on. And she hadn't paid rent in 3 months the first time, and then she did the same thing at the new place. And it was because she was buying him fucking Fletchman's vodka and giving him money for meth and shit. But like it was ugly, and he also liked to masturbate on my door when my mom was at work. Like when I was
Wait. He would like.
And how old were you at this point?
at this time I was like 15, 16. Wait, like 16, 17, because I started doing martial arts when I was 16 because one, I had enough, and like I just like I wanted to be like Batman too. But I went to all the studios, and like I asked, it's like, could we do an exchange? I don't really have money for lessons. And then they're like, one of the studios, my studio, Sleeping Lion Martial Arts, they're like, yeah, come back when our grandmaster's in. He likes to do stuff for trade. And I started learning, and I forged my mom's signature on that because I like at that point I'm like, I don't want this bitch to know I'm learning how to defend myself.
Yeah.
And like I had told her like he was doing shit like that, but he'd like wipe it up and stuff the next day, and it's like I had no proof.
Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah.
He's busting at your door.
Yeah.
Wow. That is.
I'm pretty sure he fucked my cat.
Oh.
And I also don't know because my brother was addicted to meth at the same time. So I don't know
That's
who
the
stole
Wild
my
West in that house.
Xbox. Yeah.
Who fucked the cat and who stole my ex?
And how do you
Like to this day.
And how do you
know.
like that? Was it declawed?
No.
That's because that's what I'm trying. Like, ow!
Well, she was a straight up killer, but she was a woman who had needs, so he'd like always rub her asshole. It's like, you like that la la.
That's
You like that la
That's
la.
why they put it right up in your face.
Oh, and he had this big stupid voice. It's like, yeah, I just think, hi Celia. Oh, one time he poured his fucking vodka into my orange juice, and I got back from my martial arts class, and I'm excited for orange juice because I built up a sweat, and I just start slamming it.
Oh no!
And then like I taste that it's off, and then I just start like choking on it and sputtering all over the place. And he's like, "Oh well, I didn't know whose orange juice is," and I'm like, "Mine," because I'm the only one who has a fucking job.
Why? Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, so we get evicted for a third time. A lot of shit happened.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, so I go to the homeless shelter, and like my mom and like my grandma could not stand Brian,
And you're just technically homeless at this point.
no, I was straight up homeless. I moved in the homeless shelter.
Okay, all right.
No, at this point, it's like, yeah, homeless, because like none of our family could take us in. Nobody wanted to deal with Brian. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like I told my mom to stay with my grandma, and I'm like, I'm staying at the homeless shelter because me and my grandma didn't get along at that time. And oh my God, fuck shelters. Any shelter. Faith-based. Or like, they're like basically prisons.
Yeah.
Like the one in Flagstaff is nice, but you like are required to do Bible study in the morning and in the evening.
That's yeah.
And yeah, like if you get a job, like they don't want you working overnight because they don't want to let you in. So like it's a whole bunch of weird stuff. But yeah, no, this happens, and then we finally get like during all this we've got approved for Section 8, but my mom didn't have a job because she lost it because she kept like quitting, like not going to work to fuck with Brian in hotel rooms.
Yeah.
And that's where also the money was going, for them to stay in hotel rooms because nobody approved of their love.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Julie Meth.
But I told my mom, it's like, well, let's find the apartment. I'll pay for everything, but on the condition Brian is not allowed in my fucking house.
Yeah.
You were young.
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah.
I was 17, and I thought my mom would be honest. She was sneaking that motherfucker in there. So I called the cops on him when he was smoking weed, and we lost our Section 8 housing. So we became homeless again.
That's tough. Yeah.
But like I was sitting there and I'm like, worth it.
Celia the Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Yo,
when I didn't do drugs.
Yeah.
I heard over summer break, Celia called the cops on her shitty meth head stepdad. Dude, that's so wild. But okay. You said 4 died and the first one's still alive. So tell me about Brian.
How did Brian? So Brian died.
Brian was like 56, but like he had hepatitis C. He had sepsis from it. Like his eyes were yellow and his skin was starting to yellow. Like he had jaundice. And he had a lot of health problems, but I forget what the exact thing was, but I think it was like a heart attack or something like that. But my mom called and let me know. And she's like, Brian's dead, and I didn't have anybody else I could talk to who wouldn't be a bitch about it. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm glad the son of a bitch is dead.
Yeah, you're like, and you expect me to be different?
No, she did. And I was the first one she told she had cancer, too. She was very nonchalant about that. But, like, same thing with the it's like, so were you going to say anything or no? And I was holding up the marriage certificate from Brian. And she's like, well, I didn't think you guys would come. Oh, but that fucked me over because I had to get Brian's social security for my FAFSA.
Oh, that's annoying.
And guess who doesn't
God.
want to
So
give out his
sad.
social security number?
Meth heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I still remember that phone call. Like,
fucking tragedy.
I
Your
know.
life is
Yeah.
a Greek tragedy.
Yeah.
that's
Like,
not
it's a
even all
tale.
the saddest shit.
But wait, there's more.
For $19.99, you can get 2 more installments of a shitty dad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, so
story
Brian
for days.
got a heart attack,
No.
achy breaky heart. He's dead, and like no one was supporting her.
Yeah.
No
nobody.
shoulder to cry on.
She had me to cry on. I was there
Okay,
for her
gotcha.
because I'm that person.
Right.
My family shits on me all the time, and that's all like, fuck it.
Like deep
Come
down,
here.
she is like the best person ever.
Mm.
And
Real deep down. All right, because
I want to be shitty to them.
yeah, you want to.
Yeah, I did tell them though. It's like if I make it as a comic, don't come to me for nothing. Not even a bus pass.
So you can meet your love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the
Here's-
hotel room.
Yeah, yeah. Jesus, man.
Bring the cat.
That's so dark. So,
least when I
Ray,
got
how are
picked
your
up at a
kids
bus
doing?
How are your kids?
That's a
Children.
transition.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
4 dead men and your mom, and
Yep.
how are the dogs doing?
Yeah. No, the kids are good. I mean, this is about how I expected this to go. 'Cause
Celia telling 20
Celia,
minutes of death
She
and
is like
despair.
my polar opposite.
Oh, that's
And-
cute.
but-
That's cute.
But
Polar
yeah,
papas.
Yeah.
she's also my A1 since day one.
True.
So, but yeah, we even talked about like, like I would have fun at Skankfest if I like went and like to watch you and support you and stuff. But if anyone was ever like, hey, you want to do a spot, be like, no, this is not what you're looking for
No.
on stage.
Yeah.
Like you don't
We
want
draw
me to
different
perform.
audiences.
You'd be like, so cookie dough.
A lot of those fuckers were
Let's talk
fat. I'm
about-
sure they're into cookie dough.
Yeah.
Oh, they know a lot about
so
cookie dough.
good.
Also, Skankfest.
You're right.
Yes.
Skankfest has a lot. Like Legion of Skanks has so many fat fans.
Yeah.
They're just they got big audience.
My favorite thing is they just all look so libertarian.
Yeah, and they look like they've never paid taxes.
So like this guy looks like he wants a gun and the right for his girlfriend to have birth control.
Yeah. You get the best of both worlds.
Did you watch that show,
I did.
Hannah Montana?
But
You
like
were fucking
after it
20.
was done. Yeah. No, it was like I think I was like 22 or 23 and I just like binged it on Netflix. One day I was like between jobs and
Yeah,
yeah.
between jobs.
I was between jobs. I would just get to a point where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like I would call in sick for so long, and then you're like, no, I'm gonna quit today. Today's the day.
What is
I'm gonna
that
quit.
coming from though? It's just you being unhappy having a job.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Because I mean, I'm a realtor now, which isn't really a real job.
Yeah.
Like I can
Yeah.
do a little bit of work, but it's like hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's like I can go months of being like dedicated and making calls and things, and then I don't get anything, and then something just falls in my lap. And
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. But
The realtor game.
but it's definitely not like even when I was doing really well, when the market was a lot better, like I wouldn't say I was working 40 hours a week even then.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever closed any big deals doing real estate?
I think the biggest I closed was probably like 700,000 or 800,000.
Oh,
not
okay,
not
gotcha.
like my paycheck. Obviously,
No, I
but
know, and then
yeah.
2% of that at 3,500.
Yeah. Yeah. Like anywhere from 2 to 3%.
Yeah.
So.
All right, for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into real estate because I'm like, what do I sell after drugs?
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I don't want to sell cars because I
The
have.
product that sells itself.
Yeah.
That's why like I sold Cutco in college. The worst job ever.
Cutco.
Because you're constantly asking for referrals, and even in real estate, I don't love asking for referrals.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna go back on the phones to the leads that we pay
Right.
for. So
Cutco
it's
is
just
a
awkward.
fun name because a lot of people.
Cutco.
I just think about a lot of depressed people working together.
Selling knives.
They get nothing done.
Yeah.
They keep on testing, as they say. Yeah.
Sharpening.
I sold Girl Scout cookies. They
That
sold
double
themselves.
D it. Yeah, that sells itself.
I sold a different type of Girl Scout cookies.
Fuck
And,
yeah.
and people,
did.
that just sells itself too.
Yeah.
Drugs
Yeah.
is people who are like, dude, I work so hard selling drugs. Like, it's not hard work.
Yeah.
It's not. You literally package shit like a monkey. Like all you do all day is just. A drone could do this. A fucking any animal could do this
Robot.
if you just hit it enough times. A cat could bag up weed.
Yeah.
I bet.
Dude, they're doing like it's on Netflix, but it's like about cats and if they're trainable and stuff. And they are, but the dog is like, "What can I do to please you?" Where the cat is like, "Yeah, I can do that, but why the fuck would I want to?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
But I need to finish watching that.
you really should
Yeah.
understand the cat's defense
There's like
mechanisms.
these
of,
Russian
like,
ladies who have 3 trained cats that do like tricks and jump through hoops and like kit balls on their nose and go through obstacle courses and shit. And it's like, oh shit, they train cats. They're fucking witches.
Do you think
Yeah,
they
that's crazy.
hit it a couple times?
Possible.
Possible.
If there's anything I've learned about, I watched another documentary. It's about the Dolphin King, and he like fucking kicked the dolphins, and you see like a trainer like fucking kick a dolphin in the ribs, like just double leg into it, and it's so fucked up. Cause like
Like, is he
I love
sitting on the edge of the
dolphins,
pool,
like,
or is he like
specifically
Chuck
killer
Norrising
whales.
this?
Like they straight up, it was a girl and she jumped off the edge and kicked the dolphin while it was jumping up, like just
Oh my
both
gosh.
legs. Yeah, no, it's fucked up. But like you see,
From the top rope. No, that's
Poor
so
dolphins.
fucked. Oh man.
yeah,
I bet Darius
can
Rucker would
introduce
cry
you to
over that.
So many sad dolphin documentaries.
I don't want to watch that.
That's
dude.
fair.
Oh,
But, like-
back to the trained cats. There must be some sort of punishment system, like they accidentally get burned on a ring of
Stepdad.
fire.
Maybe they
Yeah,
spritz
like
them with water.
bring Brian in. Come on, where is he? Bring him in. Like, oh shit, not Brian, dude. No. Oh man, it's hard to top that story of a meth head stepdad who's just wiling out.
On the cat,
ruin
on
your
the
mom's
door.
life. A 55-year-old meth head, like not even a cute guy who's rough and tumble and down on his luck.
Oh shit, that was probably one of the shittier things I said to my mom.
What?
It's like, remember when we were just a broken home and now we're just broken and homeless? She got so fucking mad.
Yeah.
It's a good point, Mom. Why are you walking away?
Builds character.
Yeah, no, I wasn't nice towards the end. I started calling her Teresa instead of Mom.
Yeah, you have less filter than the cigarettes you smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I vape
Yeah.
now.
Now I
Kind
just
of.
vape.
Out of
That's not true. There's
convenience.
cigarettes at the house. I just don't want to smoke
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah,
Just savors
cigarettes. Man.
those.
When I get really fucked up, I'll smoke a cigarette, but it's just the smell.
Well, when I'm
For me.
drinking with this, like normally, like at the end of one, it's like I need a cigarette to celebrate this.
Yeah. 42 ounces. That's a lot.
42 is the answer to life. They teach
Oh,
you that.
yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. Read books.
True. Yep.
I mean, yeah, when you don't have a TV. Yeah, what else?
42.
Are you, yeah.
I have my phone. There's
Oh, yeah,
Netflix
you
and
have your
Hulu.
phone. Okay, yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
And my sad dolphin documentaries on YouTube, which is apparently just fucking endless next to rain sounds.
It's a
One
rabbit
keeps me
hole.
up all night. The other one helps me sleep.
What, the dolphin noises help you
Or the
sleep?
rain sounds.
Yes, the sound of screaming dolphin. No,
Yeah.
no, the rain sounds help me go to
So
sleep.
peaceful.
Yeah, no, I'll put on the loop. It's like 11 hours of rain sounds and throw on my weighted blanket. And I'm so mad because all I needed was a weighted blanket, apparently.
All she needed was a
Yeah.
hug.
Yeah,
And all
my
your
brother said
stepdad
that. It's
got
like,
was
so
a
you just needed to be
weighted
held
pillow.
tightly.
Yep.
Wait a
That
minute. I remember one time I
Weighted blanket.
freaked him out though, because like he was going like, because he'd also like to wake me up by like banging on my door really loud and then walking by. Like he'd leave his vodka in the fridge, he'd go,
Rude.
he'd take a
That's
swig of vodka,
petty.
and like he'd slam on the door to wake me up. And like after I think 2 hours of him doing that, I finally had enough and I grabbed my boken, which is like a wooden practice sword that's made out of oak.
Yeah.
And like I had the door open and like he didn't even like look at the door, like he just kind of looked like that, but like he went like that and realized the door wasn't there. And I was standing there with my book and I was like, "Hey, Brian." He's like, "Oh, hey, I just wanted to see if you were hungry." I'm like, "No, I'm good." And he left me alone for the rest of the night.
Jesus Christ.
That's petty.
So
Eh.
why comedy? Why did you choose?
The trauma that brought you here
let's
is that
bring-
one on
Yeah.
Chase.
This sponsor is
Yeah.
brought to you by trauma
Yeah.
and broken homes.
What is it? Comedy is tragedy plus time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bad crowd work. That's a lot of it. That's
Here, I need to work on my crowd work.
I
I'm so shitty at
know,
it.
man.
Same.
One time, I won't say his name, but this comic was on stage, and he was like, "I'm really trying to work on my crowd work, guys. So here it goes. Hey, hello. What's your favorite color?" And I couldn't stop laughing. And like that's all you got.
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite
like
color?
Buddy the Elf? What's your favorite color?
Where are you gonna go from there,
So would
buddy?
you
Yeah.
say you're friends with Andrew Chung?
Mm.
Was it Andrew Chung?
No, that's
Okay.
like saying I'm friends with a national park. Because I don't know its history fully. I don't understand the atrocities that's
Yeah.
occurred on that landscape. But I assume there must have been something, you know. But
Bring
I
him
can.
on the podcast. You'll find out.
Yeah.
First time I had him on the podcast, that was struggle mode. That was so hard.
You had him on the podcast
Yeah, like twice.
before us.
Yeah.
Rude.
Disrespectful.
No, it's also odd because I
That's
like
fucking prime.
now that I'm
entertainment.
having two guests on at a time.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to ask ladies to come on the podcast because when it's just at my
Yeah.
house, sometimes in my bedroom, I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. So I offer, hey, can I come to you? But especially with two people coming on, I'm like, come over here. I'm not. What am I gonna
Yeah.
overpower you? No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, I don't think you could overpower me for the record.
No, I don't think I could. Like Ray alone, that's a pretty even fight. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got some muscle.
Yeah.
Give him a run for his money.
You've got that
Right.
like secret longshoresman Irish.
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah, I'm built sturdy for some fucking reason. I'm short.
He just
Don't have
carried
a
a
lot of
bag of
leverage.
potatoes
Yeah.
home from the field every fucking
And I
day.
have quite a big wingspan. I think my wingspan is longer than my height.
Really?
It's supposed to be the
Damn.
same.
No, but yeah, Celia is a tank. I couldn't. I'm not taking you down.
Yeah.
I can't. And also, I mean, you've been practicing. You've been taking punches since
Yeah,
like third
yeah,
trimester.
she's not only sturdy, she's
yeah.
she's been through
The
it
first
and
person I ever
she
punched, I was
studied
2
martial
years
arts.
old.
Really?
It was my
That's-
doctor.
That track.
Punched a doctor.
Yeah. I thought him and my mom were making fun of me, so I got mad and I punched him in the face.
That is the best.
And then,
Funny how?
Yeah, and this was after like they had taken the cast off, so like I tried to run as far as my chubby little legs could carry me, but like I like saw, because it's Flagstaff and they'll have like random parts in the parking lot, which is just fucking trees and like
Yeah.
giant rocks. So I ran and I hid underneath a log and they were like looking for me everywhere. And like he sees me and he like explains everything. But he was a cool dude. He gave me a piggyback ride back inside.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but he's all
forgive
like,
and
that was
forget.
quite a hit. And he's like, I wasn't expecting that at all. And he was telling my mom, it's like, maybe teach her how to fight.
Perfect.
Like 2 years old, really? Damn.
Yeah, I was 2 years old, and I can remember that, and I remember coming out, like, I remember when they were putting the, like, anesthesia on my face, and it's like, I'm not gonna go to sleep. And, yeah, and I remember waking up, and everybody was giving me, like, presents and stuff, and I guess I was sick from the surgery, but, like, I just immediately threw up all over one of the people who brought me a gift.
Nice.
But it's like you can't help it at that point. Like, I've thrown up after surgery.
I usually throw up after sex with women.
That's fair.
Yes.
It's
yes.
nauseating.
It is fair. That actually did happen
I'd
one
like
time.
to throw up
'cause
before sex and then just brush my teeth.
I
Get it out in case
I
have
hooked
to
up
suck
with
a
this
dick.
person, and then afterwards I was really fucked up. And I don't like having drunk sex because it just makes me nauseous. I'm fucking moving all this.
Yeah, that's like all
no,
the liquid
no.
and
Yeah, and girls are like, come on, why don't you just like have fun, loosen up, have some drinks. I'm like, no, if I have drinks, I can't do my job anymore. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not functioning.
See, and that's the thing, like, a lot of women need to realize,
so
like,
luscious
alcohol
right
affects,
now.
and, like, even
Yeah.
weed can affect a gentleman's performance, and it doesn't mean you're
Yeah.
ugly,
No.
or there's nothing wrong with you. Sometimes a dude
Yeah.
just can't get it up. Sometimes he's got fucking Looney Tunes stuck in his head that just, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I learned not
also,
to
I
take it
don't-
personally.
Sometimes guys have a hard time saying, hey, not right now, because they assume
Yeah.
if you reject a woman, she's just going to think, oh, he doesn't find me attractive. I'm never going to
yeah.
do that again.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
conditioned to think all men want is sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, which hell yeah, dude, a select. Yeah, it's hard. My dick. No, I'm kidding. It's it's really hard because like after I hooked up with this one chick and I went to the bathroom and I was just nauseous as hell and I just started throwing up and I was like, oh no, she think no, and then I came out. She's like,
Yeah.
are you okay? And it was so awkward because she thought that I. Jesus Christ,
You're
that's
just so
so
disgusting.
bad. That is so.
You're just so gross.
Yeah. And it also, like, when I'm drunk, I'm not. Maybe this is a lot of information. I'm not finishing when I'm drunk. I don't know about you ladies, but
I figured that out
Interesting.
after the fact.
yeah.
And, like, at first, it's like, I'm actually surprised they lasted this long with me because I have low self-esteem. So it's all like, the fact that he's held in for this long, good for fucking him. He must be wasted. That's what I thought at first. But, like, I've learned to ask after, like, the first hour. It's like, are you still good? Or, like,
Okay.
can you or do you want to? Because I got mine.
True. Yeah. Sometimes you just get them off, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna clock out, and then I just start watching Avatar, and they're like, hey, what's?
Avatar.
Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, Aang's going to the North Air Temple
Okay,
right
that
now.
Avatar. I thought
Oh
you meant
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
not
like,
the
are you
fucking-
like into
not the
the
people.
Navi.
You're like, sorry,
Yeah.
I prefer my women blue.
Yeah.
Orgasms
A lot
with
of sad
blue.
girls in my life. Let me tell you.
Yep.
No, usually. That's our outro music. But yeah, it's sad girls mostly. If they speak fluent Spanish, there we go. That's all I need. You know, that's really all it takes.
It's fair.
Yeah. And
Celia's smiling because you just described her.
well,
No,
that was on the
that's fine.
writer too. You're just like, give me a 40 and head, and we're solid. That's all I need.
I didn't shower today. We can skip out on the head.
Oh well, terrific. All right. I
I'm
would
just-
love to imagine like a Ryan Seacrest getting offered pussy, and he's like, "Okay, no, I'm sorry, I can't." Like a talk
Yeah.
show host who's
Yeah.
very proper.
Just like, well,
Oh, but I am married
I
to my wife.
I respectfully
Yes.
decline.
It's like, this is a picture of my partner and our children.
And dude, straight people who say partner,
Yeah, that bugs me.
it bugs me. Just say who they
Yeah.
are. If they're non-binary, I get it.
I get
But then
that.
again, that's not.
yeah.
yes, that could be straight, but if they're non-binary, then technically that's non-conforming to a binary system of what straight is considered. So it's like, what is she doing?
Yeah, no, like working in real estate, I've had that happen of like they say partner and you only talk to one of the significant others, and then you're in the appointment with both of them and you're like, no, you didn't have to say partner. Like, it's just weird.
That is weird because you have a husband, right?
Yeah.
He's not your business partner. He's
no.
not. You can. Say
I mean,
partner
it's implied that we're partners, but
yes,
but like we're married. There's an actual certificate. Yeah. It's noted on our taxes.
Because when a person says, "Oh, they're my partner," I assume they aren't fucking anymore. They aren't fucking.
Potentially, or they're just trying to be super PC. If it's like a white person trying to be very woke.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, you need something resembling a personality, so you got to pull all the stops.
I did have one lady who was cool about it, 'cause she's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my partner. It was in Flagstaff. I was waiting to do an open mic, and I was hammered. So I'm just like, when you say partner, do you mean lesbian or like other?
Like you host with them?
And she's like, what do you mean like other? And I'm all like, is it a dude that you're married to, or like, it's like, sorry, I'm just trying to understand what you mean by partner.
Yeah.
And she started laughing. She's like, no, I get it. No, it's my husband. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like, we cleared it. Like, it was cleared away.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
weird.
I'm glad you called that out, because you said without saying it, hey, weirdo, what'd you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, tell me what you meant. Because that's not the language I speak. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's just weird.
Why am I changing the words right now? Yeah, it's weird.
No. Okay, I do want to have a kid for this reason and this reason alone.
Okay, gotcha. So they can watch 5 people die. So they can found Cutco with you. Go ahead.
We're going there.
That comes later. But no, I'd like, because well, one, I love the Addams Family, but like I just get like black onesies and like not like
be so
red
cute.
onesies, things like that. But when people ask if it's a boy or a girl, it's all like, why are you trying to fuck my child?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to say every fucking time. I don't care if it's an old lady. I don't care if it's a mentally handicapped child.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care if it's a dog and it's like Scooby-Doo. It's all like, I'm impressed that you can talk. But why are you trying to fuck my kid?
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, you can't tell? Make it like guess.
Why is the first thing you're asking me is what its gender is, so you can decide whether or not it's fuckable?
That, you're right, because then once you hear if it's a boy or a girl, you start evaluating the attributes of like, oh, well, that's a good masculine trait, or that's a good feminine trait. Yeah. Why is the boy wearing pink? Because he didn't fucking dress himself. I don't know.
And if you're sexist, it's all like inferior and inferior.
Yes.
It's like, can I fuck it or do I shake its hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I really hate when older women sometimes say like, oh, he's going to grow up to be a lady killer. Like he's going to be a player. He's going to be a heartbreaker. I'm
you're like,
why are you trying to fuck this baby?
My baby's sexuality?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't he just be out there tearing up ass? Yeah. Why can't he just be a hot guy tearing up other hot guys? All right, everyone, the fucking pre-notion that
I don't know what you call like a gay guy that just cleans up. Is there like
Chase Harder?
Yes. Yeah.
No, he has too much emotional baggage to actually enjoy sex, I assume. And check out our roast on the next Woodshed Roast Show. Chase Harder, Seth Balance. It's gonna be gay versus gay.
Wait, is that the real next roast battle?
Is it?
I think so. Yeah. Because the last one, we both put our names in the bucket, and his name was pulled, and my name was pulled. And the idea was for us to riff for 5 minutes off of 3 topics that were given to us from the crowd. And you know how well that usually goes.
The crowd doesn't.
He went first, and he did well on the topics, and he did like one bit of his material. And then I went up, and I directed all of the topics as roasts towards Chase, who just went up, which is so kind of, it's cheap, but it's perfect. Yeah. It's exactly what I should have done. And then it was like a little competition thing between his set and my set, so they had both of us just do roast jokes towards each other, and I fucking smashed. I demolished it. But yeah, we're gonna be on the next show, and that'd be sick.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I'm I'm starting to actually like get things with comedy, and it's weird because I've always just been used to going to open mics and getting blackout drunk, and no one should pay attention to that. But I have some okay shit. I believe in myself mostly on stage.
I knew I evolved as a comic when I waited until after my set to get blackout drunk.
Yep,
that's progress.
It is. No, yeah, it really is because you don't work.
I rarely get blackout drunk.
Right.
And also, like, I'm not too much of a sloppy drunk from what I'm told, like, compared to other people who get, like...
Need to be taken care of.
You are,
normally
because...
I just ask for more drinks.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I want to go home.
Because alcohol lowers your inhibitions, but what if your inhibitions are so high that for you to get sloppy drunk, it doesn't take alcohol, like, it takes actual happiness. And guess what?
None of us are happy.
Baby.
Yeah.
I know.
None of us are happy.
Wasn't half this podcast just me recanting part of my sad life?
Yeah.
Oh, I love recording a podcast where
even...
someone tells a long story, so I just get to sit here and
you're just like
just make sure everything's running. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, this is the whole episode.
We're done.
My work's done. I've just gotten faded. Let's go. Yeah, but we've actually reached an hour. I gotta make sure that this posts tomorrow, so I'll be editing it tonight. I may come out to Devils, I may not, but if you guys go out, I'll see you. If not,
thought about it, but I'm probably
no.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold too. It's an outside.
I don't care about the cold. I just don't want to take the bus ride back, and I also don't want to just go straight there and wait forever because I'm dog sitting.
Do you ever look around on a bus and you're like, you can meet him. You can meet
the Brian,
the love of your life for the next 5 years until
a lot of people
he dies.
Feel that. Like, I have been picked up at a bus stop, but that dude had a car.
It wasn't a bus guy.
Yeah.
This was recently.
Damn.
Yeah.
Technically,
I get a lot of I don't know, people offering. I'm like, you know what? Probably not safe, but I got a condom. Let's go.
That's so crazy.
But it's also like you have to size him up. You're like, I could take him.
Yeah, I get like
he's
vibes
a serial
off of
killer.
People. Sometimes my vibes have been off. Like the
women
guy who
do
tried
that
to
with
piss
penises
me.
anyway. They talk about penises like the man that they got into the car with. Like, yeah, I could take him. He doesn't look that hard. Like, well, we can deal with this.
Also, this episode was brought to you by Xiaflex.
Xiaflex. And snorting your kids Adderall. That was like the first riff we had. But dude, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Not a problem.
I had a lot of fun.
Pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you so much. Do you have anything to plug? I know that you want to start your podcast soon, but I don't know if that's in the works.
So expect content like January to start coming out. We're doing a lot of filming now just so we can have a good buffer.
That's good.
And where was I going with that? I know. I have shows in January at some point. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. But it's...
Oh, wait. I think
is it all the tarot?
One show in December.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's going to be tarot readings, how to roast tutorials. There's going to be roast sections where, I'm asking people what they want me to roast.
Hell yeah.
And some people,
Learn from
said
the
celebrity.
master.
Some people are like, you can roast me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to comment chicken.
Do it. Cooked chicken or,
roast?
An actual chicken?
Yeah, just roast chicken.
Okay.
And while it's in the oven, be like... Dumbass motherfucker with your legs cut off, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
With your legs tied together with twine.
Doing bad crowd work. Like, who here eats ass? And it's shot from the oven, and you're outside of the oven like, hey, where my weed smokers at?
I will say this. This is my favorite roast I heard so far because Hector Garcia, he has a Fire Stick. And they have a roast battle in the UK show. It's just called Roast Battles, and Jimmy Carr hosts it. But one of my favorite roasts was an Asian dude. And he's going up against this white guy. And he's all like, man, your girlfriend's such a dog. It's like I tried to eat her.
Oh, that's... It's
And
like
the Asian
the
guy
self-deprecating roast.
But when he said it, I'm like, he won the fucking roast.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Last, that little roast back and forth that me and Chase had, the one I won with was... He was wearing this jacket with smiley faces on it. And I was like, Chase, I really like your jacket because when you wear it during sex, at least someone is smiling. And he was on a date. And people love, because, it's been addressed.
Yeah.
He's on a date. Yeah. And
yeah.
a bunch of drunk people like,
yeah.
But that's the one you write first. And then you realize, okay, that's the ender. You always have to have the fourth ender joke. Because if it goes there, you really have to have something good.
Yeah,
but because if you have some mid shit, then it's not,
yeah,
It's not gonna
that's
pick up,
kinda
really. Yeah.
How my first roast. It was my first roast.
Oh
My
yeah.
most recent roast.
Oh yeah, you and Charlie. Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw footage
And
of
you
that. Yeah.
won.
And
Yeah.
I won. I know.
Oh, that was
I
really
don't know
good. Like
how
the
it's
rest of the comedy
happening.
scene is coming to
I
keep
did
you.
get-
Yeah.
I did give her
I had
shit
to
for
go
it.
there. I had to go there.
That was hilarious.
And,
That was funny.
And then I'm a fan of Circle K. I'm a fan of Charlie. Both can quench your thirst for 79 cents.
God damn it, that's so good.
She's a great person.
No, I want to have her on because we used to live together.
Oh,
And
really?
Yeah. We were
Holy
roommates for like 8 months, but I moved out, and it's like a
Yeah.
bunch of different things. But the house was falling apart too while I was
Oh,
moving out, so I'm
no.
like, I'm not too mad about getting
I
out of
didn't
here
do
right
this.
now.
Did you get
I
your
just like
deposit
that
back?
all of her men in her
There's
life look
no
like the Aryan
deposit.
race.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't think.
likes
No, she did rent
blonde
her
dudes.
house to a
Nazis?
rap group. Yes, that was a rap group.
Yeah.
No, but a rap group. They're named. Fuck. How am I forgetting?
Does she
their
own
name?
this house?
Yeah, she owns the house. She
Oh,
bought it
cool.
with some money she got from when her fucking dad died.
I know some other female comics that
You
have
know,
done that.
And that's pretty sick, though, right?
But yeah, it's like
My
Yeah.
dad died. I didn't get shit.
No, you didn't get it. You got a new dad who died.
more dads.
More dead dad.
And a lot of uncles in between.
More dead
Yeah.
dad.
An uncle.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Big Couch, Little Couch. Make sure to follow all of their Instagrams that are down below. I have a show coming up. Check out my website. Just go down, baby. I'm a head pusher right now. Go down to the comments. All right, thank you
Demand
guys.
that he brings us in.
Yes.